Okay, we have a game here between Redhammer, playing as his CSM, and Pain, playing as his Inquisition. Gonna be on Emerald River. Probably one of the most classic 1v1 maps, along with Blood River and Tranquility's End and Fatamorga and all those. Classic fight for your expansions, lots of lanes, lots of opportunities. It's got itself a slag deposit. It's got really everything, this map. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys come up with. Chaos Space Marines and Inquisition. Redhammer is decently practiced with Chaos. Plays a lot of Orcs, good amount of Demons. He's sort of been rotating between those three. And he's been getting really solid recently, especially with his Orcs. Pain, he plays a number of factions. I know Demons is one of the ones he really likes. Also good with Orcs, and he likes his Eldar, I think. So it'll be interesting to see these two power armor style factions face off against one another. Pain and Redhammer. Both of these guys pretty competent. But yes, I have not seen this matchup many times. I don't expect either of these guys will go mines because of the ability of Marines and Raptors to just run straight over them. But yeah, we'll have to see here. This map, it's almost like it's a 500 sized map, but then it has all this dead space around it to include the river scenery. But anyway, in the upper hand corner we have Pain, playing as his Inquisition, opening first Archivist, not doing a double Archivist opening, so not mine rushing, just going for his standard stuff. Triple Bodyguards, and that seems pretty quaint for this map. In the bottom side we have Redhammer, going for early Cultists, adding an Engineer into the 3, so deviating ever so slightly from the norm. Perhaps looking to very quickly rush this out with his second Engineer, whilst also building the generator at the same time, so grabbing up his stuff nice and fast, doing the torture labor to increase his temple speed. I fully expect him to build Assault Marines out of this. He really ought to have queued this up already. Perhaps playing just a little bit sloppy. There we go. Probably queuing up his stuff. Let's see here. Standard stuff from Inquisition, grabbing his expansions. Looks pretty good so far. And normally you'd want to grab this front one first. This could be critical. He's grabbing this close one, but normally you want to get this one first, because these against Chaos, Raptors will come very, very fast, and if you haven't got this capped first before that one, it's very likely to be decapped and harassed, so we'll have to see here. Chaos strangely playing defensively. I wouldn't personally do this. Chaos mines cost 100, which is an awful lot for mines. They're good mines, don't get me wrong, but is Pain really going to run over this when he's being distracted by Assault Marines? I think these mines are a bit of a waste, but if he speeds up and uses the speed, he could get a decap here. Pain playing it risky, not going for this first. Will he get a point down on it, or will it get decapped? Come on, Red. Go for that decap. You know you should do. Okay, he's even done it with the Cultist, so playing ballsy right there. He could have not been able to decap that. But like I said, these guys, get this expansion first. You know you're against Chaos. Forced Labor's going to get these guys out extra fast, so a bit of a loss of this front point here from Pain. Getting his east expansion, that's good, and a fast Grey Knight's teleporter. Standard stuff, but yeah, just go for this one first. Let's see here. Need to kite these bodyguards around. Red not teching up quite yet. His eco balance isn't so good. You'll want to upgrade this back point. He has spare power, and he'll still have enough 130 to tech up. He wants to tech so fast, it looks like, that he's not going to use any of his power. So, slightly better economy macro could be done from there. We go. He's teched up now, and going for a very balls to the walls opener. Let's see here. Raptors facing off. They managed to kill an Archivist, so that's nice. Grey Knight teleporter nearly complete. Bodyguards cutting back and forth, that's good. Needs to put them on run mode before he loses a model. And yeah, strafing around the listening post is nice. It's going to put a bit of damage onto these guys. See Payne's economy. Plenty of wreck. He was very thin on the ground bodyguard wise early. Normally, you see he's got this 500 float, you'd have more bodyguards at tier 0, so you queue up your 3 for capping, and after a couple of engineers you queue up a couple more squads. So you have enough to fight these assault marines and these cultists, all of which are pretty solid units. But yeah, he's opting to spend an extra high amount on his Grey Knights, which is fair enough. Let's see here. He'll want to cancel this before it gets destroyed and quickly replace it. So Red, really not taking any losses so far. Got forward point upgrades, going for his power, rushing his slag. That's quite nice because Red's power situation. He's upgraded the front one. He doesn't have enough for globals yet. I'd get another tier 1 generator before I go for this. A serious army, because obviously once you get to the tier 1, you get the melter guns. And these bodyguards combined with this Grey Knight team are going to be very strong, potentially pushing back. If Red does retreat, he'll want to retreat in this direction and try and get him to chase this way away from the slag deposit, because he really needs this. Raptors. I'm not going to trade well when getting shot by those melter guns. But he's locking up the strike team flamers. Double flamer here. And these Raptors will struggle here. He needs to pull out here. He's waiting for this to be complete, yeah. That's why he's staying there. I'm going to keep this selected so we know if Payne's going to build any more Grey Knights. He ought to. He's got extra wreck here. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know this slag deposit's been built. The thing with Payne and a lot of our 3-star players is they'll get a nice victory on something, but they won't check these outer areas or cap their own stuff fast enough. And he's still building extra bodyguards. So down teching with Inferno grenades to more and more bodyguards. So a heavy bodyguard push with these melter guns is what he's favouring. It's an odd choice, but it could work out. Getting the Grey Knights to tank the damage. Chaos going for Khorne Berserkers. And the Hellsmith. Probably looking to steal this front point. These flamers do terrific damage. That's why you need, if you're going for flamers, you ought to have more than one squad so that you can kite around with them and get full use out of them. Otherwise you're very likely to be locked up in melee. But I don't think he cares with all these melter guns. He is kicking the crap out of the Chaos. I mean, in order to fight this, you need stun grenades to strip off the morale, and maybe some ranged units of your own. Red going for full melee. See his power situation, plenty of power. I want to see globals. Even with his global, he's still got 300 odd power. He could do with upgrading his points. You want to keep this alive for melter bombs and stun grenades. Will not want to lose this model. Only a single raptor, but worth an awful lot. Berserkers taking down the morale here. Payne? Both players with some weird point patterns here. Redhammer starting to come back, but Payne is asserting this map control again. And finally, I didn't think these mines would get any use. Fair enough, they did some serious damage to these bodyguards. He wants to put these raptors on shooting stance. All of these are really low health. You should finish these off. Quick decap maybe? Nah, 3 melters, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Redhammer, a lot of nice eco. I think he could do with a vehicle center roundabout now to top off some flyers and spend this power. It's paying up to. Does he have a second Grey Knight squad yet? Not yet, just opting for more of these flamers. And something I wouldn't recommend, or rather something I would recommend, is having multiple squads of not many members. If you just have one squad of Grey Knights, they could be locked up in melee. If you instead invest that same amount of money into multiple squads of just 2 members, you get twice the number of teleports splitting up and kiting, and you continue to shoot your flamers. This infinite build on a single squad, it's a little lazy in my opinion. I think he's gonna be punished for that. We'll see. Getting him to run over mines, that's gonna do some good overall damage. Very nice actually. And these melters, yeah, Red recognizes that right away. See tech, Red going for his tech too. Pain, not doing too much on the back of this, still hasn't got his slag deposit. Doesn't really need it, but would be nice for him. And I think he's going to regret just having a single squad on infinite build. You could have multiple squads kiting this force around and flaming them. Obviously, you can only get 2 flamers per squad, so may as well have 2 members per squad. That way you get maximum firepower for what you spend. Pain has sunk all of his money into this infinite build, just constantly reinforcing a single squad, which will only be tied up in melee. So that's rough for him. And Berserker's going for the base. So what was initially an interesting and quite a nice build has been turned on its head, and he's going to be kicking himself after this for not having multiple squads of these. Berserker's coming in, and they're going to wreak havoc on this base. A little bit of damage from the heavy bolter. Yeah, Berserker's tearing up shop now. Pain's going to lose his only power source. So I think Pain, a little bit of tunnel vision and a few too many early units. Let's see here. Vindicator, yeah. So Redhammer steaming through this game now. He's finished off the builder and he's going to take out the remaining generators. But we could be looking at a base trade if Pain comes in now. He has enough melters and this squad to maybe take on the tank when it comes out. So his best chance is a base trade. I mean, both these armies are relatively low strength, so it's going to take a long time to kill the bases. But perhaps this Grey Knight teleporter will survive long enough to do some shooting damage. But no, it can't shoot if it's too close. It's interesting. Going for a second strike team, and this is really late to be going for just a second strike team. I think this infinite build on a single squad has killed him. Chaos on their Tech 2 as well. Pumping out these Tech 2 cultists, or even Tech 1 cultists, can do that self-destruct where they destroy enemy morale and knock them back. So I think that's his plan here. Yeah, Grey Knights aren't going to be able to take this base and can no longer defend at home. So that's going to be GG. Well played from Redhammer. He was against some tough units, but used his composition quite nicely. Always locking them up in melee. And I expect Pain will call it soon enough. Let's take a look at economies. Red 144 and 79. Pain with 124. All his power has been destroyed. Yeah. And finally with this second squad, you'll see the Flamers do pretty decent damage. It's just a matter of getting them to kite. Too many members with just the glaive and wrist-mounted Stormbolter. The melter guns are good, but against Chaos, you need to match power armor for power armor. This anti-vehicle stuff won't give you too much use. It has good damage, but he needs more power armor cased soldiers. He's gonna fight to the very last. Don't have very much to add from here on. Yeah, that's the way of things with Inquisition. Need more less of these early units. They're nice. They're good. Solid. I wouldn't put this much money into them. These more Grey Knights. Fully expect Pain to bow out any second. It's a bit surprised as to why he hasn't done it yet. I really don't have much to add left to this game. Cultists streaming in with this tank. And there it is. Pain has been defeated. He made some nice plays, but the small things that I said at the beginning, like the offensive cap with the bodyguards early on was needed. And multiple squads of Grey Knights. This infinite build got him killed. That's GG.